April 1952, 80 words per minute, 7 minutes. Now write down. Mr. Chairman, ladies and gentlemen, let me in the first place thank you most sincerely on behalf of Her Highness and myself for the very kind welcome you have given us today. You have referred in very flattering terms to my previous work in my own state. May I say that the prices of India are second to none in their desire to serve the motherland, and it is my earnest hope that I will be able to serve the needs of this province to my utmost capacity, and that you can look upon me not as a prince come from another state, but as one among you. You mention in your address various problems which concern your municipality, primarily the water supply scheme and the need for the construction of flood banks to the two rivers which flow through your town. You have also stated that you have approached government for grants, but that they have not been as helpful as you had hoped. It is part of the governor's duty to listen to such grievances. Some people have said that it is the only duty he performs, but these are matters which have really to be decided by my ministers, and I assure you that I will pass them on and they will receive every consideration at their hands. You have referred also, Mr. Chairman, to the food problem in this province. As you know, the government have now decided to reimpose controls, but if their measures for procurement, distribution and rationing, when they are introduced, are to be successful, they will have to rely in a very large measure on the support which the public extend. Without this support and cooperation, food controls are useless. May I therefore appeal to you to extend every help you can to the officials concerned in the administration of these controls. Black marketing can never flourish if every member of the public sets his face against it. The government look to you and people like you who are leaders of public opinion in the Mafizil to aid them in their measures, and I am sure this help will be forthcoming. Another problem which is facing us today and which is of first importance is that of inflation. You would have already read the speeches and remarks made by our various leaders on the ever increasing danger of inflation and the measures which they propose to take to put down this evil. Messrs. James and Williams, Bradford, dear sirs, as we have informed you on the telephone this morning, the goods sent by you in response to our telegram were delivered in an unsaleable condition owing apparently to faulty packing. We have returned them today as suggested by you, and trust that you have forwarded another consignment by passenger train, as we hold several urgent orders for which we require some of these goods. From time to time it has occurred to us that some of the goods that we order from you could be packed more conveniently than they are at present from the viewpoints of a facility of handling and easy reach when they are part of our stock. Our foreman recently made detailed suggestions, of which we enclose a copy for your consideration. Our opinion is their adoption will effect an improvement. If you agree, we shall be obliged if you will send the goods now ordered packed in the new way. Yours faithfully,